There's no better winter dish than a bowl of warm tomato soup. And this recipe is better than any canned product thanks to the technique that brings out the best tomato flavor. Our friend Malia Call joining me to share. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome the baby bump. Okay,
yes.
You're like, it's more than a bump at this point. Okay, so there's nothing better than tomato soup and a grilled cheese. I mean,
yes.
It's almost like every other Sunday. This is what my son and I were just like dipping.
It is a comfort food, and I feel like it's one of those things that kids and adults alike can relate to. One of my favorite pairings with the tomato soup is a big scoop of burrata cheese and a little drizzle of olive oil. That kind of elevates it a little bit. So I can do the grilled cheese, and I love making it a little
throwing some
fancier.
burrata on there. Okay, I like that. Is fancy. But the key is the roasting today.
Yes.
Should we talk about how we prep the veggies first to roast? Okay.
Okay, so tomatoes we generally enjoy in the summer. Their peak is in the summertime, but I crave tomato soup all year round. So I decided to just elevate the tomatoes by roasting them. So we are just going to scoop out the seeds.
And what's your favorite tomato to use on this?
So I like to do the vine ripe tomatoes and also these little guys. They're known as cocktail tomatoes or Campari.
Okay.
And they are a little bit more sweet. So I like to do a mix of those. And the seeds really do not complement the soup at all. So we just scoop them out. And then what's really cool about this recipe too is we are roasting a whole bulb of garlic. Have you ever done that before?
I've never done it, but I've partaken of it and it's delicious.
So what's really cool about the garlic is it will sweeten up in the oven. So I kind of just pull these outer leaves off and expose all of these little cloves. So these are individual cloves of garlic.
And you just stick it like that on your pan?
Just like that. And then this is our red bell pepper, which I think adds a little bit of complexity to the soup too.
I love a roasted pepper tomato soup.
It's so good. So we're just gonna drizzle that with olive oil, all of this together.
And you've got some onions.
Yep. We have a yellow onion on there, and I just do about a teaspoon of salt. And this whole sheet is gonna roast in the oven at 400 degrees. For about 45 minutes.
Okay, what are we looking for?
So
we know it's done.
I'm so glad that you asked. We're gonna pan to our next sheet pan. I know some of this looks a little grim, but we want it to look really charred and delicious. And what's so cool about the garlic is this will just pop right out of its skin, and that's what we're looking for. So
smells delicious.
The tomatoes will reduce down in size, they'll kind of char up, and they'll concentrate in flavor. So don't worry if your tomatoes aren't their peak freshness, because that's what the roasting
flavor concentrates
is there to do.
Love it.
So then we just take this over to our blender. If you have like a food processor, really anything that's gonna blend this up will work. And we're just gonna transfer all of this to our blender.
All of it together?
All of it together. This could not be an easier recipe.
I love
What I love about this kind of blender soup recipe is you can use a lot of vegetables that are kind of on their way out.
And it doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter because the roasting is just going to kind of concentrate those flavors.
That happens with me sometimes because I buy tomatoes at Costco and then I'm like, I didn't use all
And then
these.
you don't know what to do with all 35 of them.
This is a great idea.
So we're just squeezing out all of that garlic. Just imagine all of that is in the blender. I do on my recipe, I say about 2 to 3 cups of chicken stock.
Okay.
I personally like about 2 cups in it. I think that gives it like a thick enough consistency, but you can do a little bit more if you like it to be a little more brothy tasting. And then we're gonna put our fresh basil in.
Yum.
And we're just gonna blitz this up.
You can already see it changing.
Yep, and it's gonna be a really nice orange color. And this is our finished soup.
So after you just blend it all, you just put it in a pot on the stove?
Yes.
Warm it up? basically.
Or you can put it in the microwave. I was gonna say too, what's cool about this recipe is you could even keep it a little bit more thick and throw it over some pasta. Ooh. And then have like a really nice marinara sauce.
What, and you already mentioned the burrata. Anything else you love to throw on? Maybe a leaf of fresh basil? What do you like throwing on there?
So I love to do, I'm gonna show you my favorite accompaniment is a little drizzle of olive oil, and you can kind of be your own artist here. I like to do like a little drizzle on the outside, and then this is just some heavy cream. I've never met a heavy cream I didn't like.
And it makes it fresh.
Yes, and then I love to pair this with just some fresh torn basil on the top is really great, and some crusty bread.
I love this, and you have more ideas for us. Where's the best place to find you?
So I teach cooking classes at Orson Gigi in Salt Lake. You can find me there in the flesh. And then online, I'm on Instagram at Cooking with Malia.
Well, it smells delicious. It looks delicious, Malia. Good luck on the baby.
Thank you
for
so
sharing
much.
this before you hunker down. We appreciate you.
Thank you.